Hello everyone. Let's understand how to create and install forms in WordPress. We have a dashboard in front of us. We have a plugin option in it. Let's install a plugin called WP Forms in it. Let's move to the plugin option and go to Install Plugins. We have an option called Add New Plugin. Let's move on to it. Let's find the plugin we need. WP Forms is the plugin we are looking for. We have two different forms called Contact Forms by WP Forms and Contact Form 7. I generally use these two forms, and let's install the Contact Form by WP Forms. The moment it gets installed, it has an Activate button. Let's click onto it and it simply goes to the plugin section. We have WP Forms right in front of us. Let's go to All Forms. Here, we generally have two forms called Blank Form and Contact Form. Let's start from scratch, put the blank form in the trash bin, and add a new form. There are several templates. For this particular form, we'll choose a form that best suits our requirement. Let's choose the blank form. As we can see, there are several options. Some basic options called name, number, email, multiple choice, paragraph text, and so on. Though there are some fancy fields like phone, address, date and time, website URL, etc. This particular plugin is available in two forms, paid and unpaid version, which right now has an unpaid version, though if you want these fancy fields, you can purchase the paid one. This is a very basic and a simple plugin. We can drag and drop, as well we can just double click and add the fields. Let's understand by adding name. We just drag the name option. If we don't want it, we can delete it. Let's double click and add it. We have added name, email, and multiple choice. Let's understand the attributes of these particular fields. Moving on to the name part. We double clicked on the name and we had some general attributes. If you want the name in a simple form, we can add just one dialog box which contains the entire name, or if we don't want the first and the last name, we can directly delete it. We added a simple format and deleted the rest. Let's add numbers. These numbers can be in the form of contact numbers which we really want. We can move the dialog boxes according to our need. We can just pull the dialog box, move upwards, and leave the rest. We can add descriptions to each one of us. Description starts as with whatever we are adding to the name dialog box, it comes a little below and tells or gives a hint what you really want the person to add. For example, in email, I'm adding a description called enter your email ID, which is very understood by a person that he really needs to add the email ID. We can add a required button or not. Required stands for a star, which you can see in front of name, but not in front of email right now. I wanted the email deliberately of everyone who's coming and filling the form. We can apply the confirmation that people needs to write it all over again to ensure that you're not copy pasting or you're not a bot. Same for numbers. I go on the general attribute and added contact number as I want. In the description, I can write add your contact number or add your phone number. For multiple choice, I don't need the third option, so I deleted it. I can ask a question called do you have a website? And the options would be yes or no. The first choice to be yes, the second to be no. I can ask the options in the picture form or in the icons form, but here nothing is necessary. So I'm leaving it as it is. It is required as I need the information. So we have created a blank form that consists of name, email ID, contact number, and do you have a website question. We can also go to the advanced setting. Now, let's understand this. I want name on the first line and email and contact number to be in the same line. Now, what I can do here is I can go to the advanced settings, select your layout. I can choose the layout I want, And if I want email on the first side, I'll choose select your layout in two boxes. Use the first half as the email and the second half as the contact number. Let's check how it's done. I went to the email, show layouts, choose the double box layout. The first half is for the email. Same, I go to the contact number and choose the second half for this contact number. Let's choose the field size as large. Now field size is nothing but the amount or space which I provide for any dialog box is set as field size. Let's save and preview the form. The name form has a field size as medium, while email and contact number has large. Now I want name to be in the same sequence where email and contact was. So I go on to the field size, change it to large, save, and then preview. Now let's understand whoever comes to your form needs to fill it, and how will you get to know who has filled it. So we go on to the we go to the settings, go to the notification, and add who the default person to be. The default is the admin email. If I've put down my email here in the starting of making this website, that is called admin email. Let's save. But there is a one interesting thing here. If I see and go to the entries, this is not a paid version. It will show that if you need to see the entries, you need to buy the paid version. So we'll leave that. But it is necessary to see what entries we are getting. So we'll install one plugin for it. We'll add a plugin called Database Add-on WP Forms. Let's look for the plugin here. This plugin is also installed in a similar way. We added the Forms plugin. Here is the plugin. Let's install. Activate the plugin. We have the particular form database here. Now we had two particular form names. One was the contact form and the other was blank form. Let's rename the blank form name. We renamed it as contact form. Let's understand how to embed this form in a page. We can either embed this form in the existing page or create a new page. Right now I'm creating a new page, or I can use it as a shortcode. I've copied the code and will paste in the new page or into the existing page if I want. I go back to pages, add a new page, named it as maybe contact forms or contact us, paste the particular code, saved it as draft, and preview. If I actually fill this form, nothing would happen because we are in the preview section. We need to publish this. We published it. Let's view the page. And we go for testing. Let's put the name as my name, email ID as abc123@gmail.com. Everything is required here. Contact number can be 12345678990. Do you have a website? Yes, I do have it. And submit it. Contact us. Thanks for contacting us. We'll be in touch with you shortly. Let's go back to the website. Go to the dashboard. Check the entries here. Yeah, one thing, we'll find all the entries on the dashboard itself. Now just see, we have two contact forms. One where we have done the testing, second which is blank. The contact form where we have added our testing shows the count as 1, whereas the other one shows 0. The entry is my name, email ID, contact number. Do you have a website? Yes, and date. We have all the information all together on the dashboard. Also, we must have got this particular entry on our email as well. Now let's see if we can change the name of this particular form. Then see what the entry stays like. Let's edit and let's name it as website development. Here we can ask people that if they want to get their websites developed so they can fill this particular form. We saved it. Let's go back to the entries all over again. Check. The website development form still has 1 count and that entry is same as what we did. We can export these as CSV. Now what is CSV? CSV is another form of Excel where we can export the CSV, get in the Excel sheet and paste it. Let's check what else we can add. We can add CAPTCHA. CAPTCHA is only used for to identify if you are a genuine user or a bot. So we have 3 different types of CAPTCHA which you can use in your form. We have validations, we have payment gateways, we have integrations. Those integrations are generally in a paid version. So yeah, this particular plugin is very useful if you need to add a basic form. If you want to go for some advanced form technologies, you can definitely buy this. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you understood a lot of things here. We'll see you in the next video.